some deer bait.
There you go. Fenced area and deer tracks.
Using bait to hunt deer is illegal because it gives an unfair advantage to the hunter. It's a technique used by poachers.
Stay in my blueprints, all right? I just want to inspect it before I get a picture taken of myself. It's a shed hunter. No violation. The guy knows what he's doing. He's done it before. This is a classic setup for a shed hunter, a guy that goes out and gets antlers. Antlers grow in the springtime, and the primary reason that they have them is for mating. Show how big they are, or fight off other deer.
In the winter, sheer survival is more important than mating, so the male deer shed their antlers to conserve energy. A shed hunter is someone who hunts for the antlers that have been shed in the woods. Some shed hunters use this kind of setup to speed the process.
So basically, okay, I'm a deer. I'm coming down to feed, so my head is about here, and I want to get the food right there. Okay, so here's my antlers. Look what's happening. Okay, I can't get down there if I got antlers on. So if I keep pushing because I want to feed on that corn, the antlers get caught, and then they fall off. These are prized possessions. They sell for huge money.
For your club.
Some people just like to have them for collection. So,
Got to say.
there you go. Yep.
But that's legal.
Yep. But it is illegal to bait deer during the hunting season. And the guy that's doing this is also the type of guy that's going to put bait out during the hunting season.
Right. And there's all these animals back here, and we respect them, they respect us, and I just want everyone to live in harmony back here.
Gotcha. Definitely something to
Alright, I'm going.
put in the notebook. I lead a really good baiting case.
And then once I get back in, we're going to go upstairs and put a movie on and lay down, okay?
Meet you back at your house, okay? I don't want you going back to that
Did you get your homework today?
Say that question or whatever. So what I don't want to do now is just basically come off my track. Go around trees, go back around the trees, go back over there, go back up that path, cross over. Inevitably, we're going to have two different groups in Maine enjoying the woods. From the lady walking her dog, to the guy that's shed hunting or fishing, you run into conflicts. It's our job in game wardens to educate both parties. So basically, we have fewer conflicts in the future. Pretty much just a big keep pulling the wood right now, because, again, you ever seen anything else like that?
I will. I appreciate it.
As darkness falls, Sergeant Simmons and Warden Bouvier prepare to issue a summons to someone they've encountered several times before.
I'm almost there. I'll ditch my rig and start setting up surveillance.
The summons is for fraudulently obtaining a firearms license, which as a convicted felon he is not allowed to have. Knowing that this kind of violation often goes hand in hand with the possession of illegal guns, the wardens are taking more than their usual precautions.
Hey Josh, how you been, pal?
I'm good. I'm going to be across from his house as well.
Earlier last fall, we stopped Daryl in a cab of a pickup truck. We've met before. Chris Simmons. I'll take a look at your hunt licenses real quick. You're a felon, Daryl. Whose gun is that? How come you have a firearms license?
I didn't buy it.
It's still a question as to whether a convicted felon can even be in a cab of a pickup truck with a firearm. But one thing's for certain, you cannot possess a firearms license. And what would the purpose be to have a firearms license if you were not going to carry a firearm?
There's a couple lights on the house now.
Simmons is extra wary, knowing Daryl's history firsthand.
In 1997, I met Daryl for the first time. He was involved in a night hunting stop. It turned into a high-speed chase. I ended up going to brawl with his partner.
In my career, it's without a doubt the time when I was most fearful for my own life.
It's hard telling how he's going to show up. Are you good right now? You might as well make the call. Hello, Daryl? Daryl, Chris Simmons with the Warden Service. We've got to finish up this deal with the license. Talk to you about that. I'll be there in about 15 minutes. He's expecting us in 15 minutes.
He watches the house to see if Daryl does anything up his way. On his way home, Gordon LaFlame is passed by a pickup truck blaring a siren with no flashing lights.
When you're blaring a siren, you have to have emergency lights on.
Me.
2115 good. I got a pickup truck.
Say hello to the camera.
No emergency lights on at all. They have a fire or something somewhere. We're gonna make a stop on him. I don't know if he should be an idiot or what.
The freezing rain is covering the road with
That
blackouts,
is
making driving hazardous.
6 minutes of playing with slime and reading my book. Comment down below and like this video. Bye.